What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Today I have for you guys another exciting unboxing to dig into. Now, this is something I believe that I ordered myself because I was interested in checking something a little newer, a little different out. And what we have is going to be a Kizer, but this isn't your standard typical Kizer. This is going to be something from their budget line, their ultra budget line. Now, this is called the Seahorse, I believe. Let's see, the Kizer Seahorse. This is coming in 9CR18 MOV steel. Comes with the standard Kizer affair. You get the get a sticker, you get the booklet, you get cleaning cloth, and it looks like you get hardware too as well. So that's a nice little touch. And these are very inexpensive, guys, coming in around, I think, $40. So this is really going to compete with Senkut's line of knives and a few other companies that dabble in that $40 range. Kizer does have some knives that dip down into the $50 that still maintain a very high level of quality, and I was interested in something like this to see if that quality carries down to their even more affordable line. And I loved this blade shape, guys. Just a nice simple sheep's foot with dual thumb studs, coming in around $40, and 9CR is nothing to sneeze at. Wow, they definitely have this thing dialed in. I wasn't expecting that. I just recut myself again on the same spot where I already just cut myself. So that'll be nice to continue dealing with here. But even though this is a $40 knife, it's coming in with a nice satin finish. You have, it looks like it's the same satin on the flat and on the primary here. Looks like it comes with a nice edge. You still have the prototypical Kizer branding there on the show side. And then you have the name of the knife there on the clip side. And I'm not seeing the 9CR annotation anywhere, unless it's so small we can't see it, but I don't believe it's on there. So they don't have the steel annotated on the knife, but man, is that thing dialed in. Not a bad size either. I'm not sure what, it's got to be coming in around 3 inches, I want to say. Yeah, so about 3 inches total, and you're going to get about 2 7/8 of cutting edge, and then you're coming down around 7 3/8 for your total length. So it's not a big guy. This is definitely going to be geared more towards a mid-sized EDC utility style knife, and I do like the G10 they're using here. It's like it's got like a diamond texture to it, nice and grippy, looks good, looks well finished. Nice thick slabs of the G10, and it's still maintaining Kizer's typical deep carry clip there. Recessed screws. The clip is not recessed, but that's okay. And then they also make it so it is left hand friendly. Yeah, this is a nice, clean, simple design. Very elegant. And the detent on this guy is tuned very, very well. It's almost damn near drop shut. It's got a nice thick blade stock, I'm noticing. And this thing is breaking in as I flick this guy. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. The ergos, it feels pretty good. That's one way you can really test the ergos, guys, is get your standard grip and pull up on that blade to see, because that's where you're going to be meeting resistance when you're cutting something. So that blade is going to naturally pull back. And that's, a tall tale way of finding if there's going to be any hot spots or uncomfortable areas. And I'm not really feeling anything. It feels pretty good. The G10 being nice and thick really helps. You have open construction there. And it looks like, is that inset? Yeah, the liners are inset. I was going to say it looks linerless, but that's impossible. Or there's only a liner on... Yeah, there's only a liner on this side. So that's pretty unique. That's not something you typically see. Where's the balance at? Right about... Okay, right behind the pivot there. Nice balance to it. I was going to say it's very lightweight. Why don't we see what it looks like in the pocket? There shouldn't be a whole lot sticking out there. Let's get out our G-Ball Vision Hank here. Get the Seahorse. The clip definitely bends down, but even with a thicker seam here, it's going to slide right over that. You're going to have just a touch of that knife sticking out. So not bad at all. Clip seems to be functional and aesthetic. So it's got the aesthetics. It's got the carry down. It's got solid lockup. It was centered. You have good access. What kind of edge are they putting on this guy? Edge seems good if I would quit screwing it up. Yeah, it's definitely got a good edge on it. Let's see what it does against some regular old single cardboard here. Now, you're not going to have a finger choil in there, but you will be able to kind of get up on that edge and, for the most part, be able to deflect any material that might work into that sharpening choil. And that sharpening choil is not horrible, but it's not the best either. It's decent. You'll get some sharpening life out of this guy. Yeah, it seems to have... Kizer does a good job on their edges for the most part. And this has a decent edge. The other great thing about this is because the handle is so neutral, you'll be able to get right up behind the edge. And for detailed and precision work, this is going to be perfect. A great little utility knife. It's not too big to the point where you can't get a good grip and get to the end of that blade. So you'll be able to be right above that tip to guide it for them detailed cuts if you need. You'll be able to gauge how deep you want to go with that tip if you needed to. So that will be a solid blade shape there. So we have good aesthetics, decent edge on it, good usable blade shape, good opening method, good action, good access, nice carry. How is it locked up? So let's see. It feels solid in there. And like I said, solid lockup about 30%, about 25, 30%. Get the spine wacky out here. Yeah, she's solid, so that's good. Coming in around the $40 price point. Might need stropped up just a touch. But, I mean, it's not bad at all, and half of it is probably me screwing up the cut. But I like the finish. I mean, $40 for a nice satin finish, 9CR. Good. I believe this is G10, but it could be FRN. I said G10 earlier. Might be FRN. I guess maybe it's FRN, actually. It isn't G10. So, I mean, for 40 bucks, it's hard to bitch about FRN at that price. I mean, I would prefer G10. Miguron does G10 at 40 bucks with 14C. So, you know, even though this is Kizer's more competitive offering in that more budget area, Miguron is still going to be taking the cake in that area because they offer 14C, they offer G10, and for 10 more bucks or so, they're going to offer a titanium milled clip. And for about 10 to 15 more bucks, you're going to get micarta. So I think these companies still have a little ways to go until they catch Miguron. You know, if this had a milled tie clip with it, it might not make as much sense with the FRN, but you're still going to be getting that positive with a milled clip. And in this case, it's just a steel rollover clip. It's still functional and it still works good, but you know, if you're in the market around 40 bucks, you might as well spend the extra 10 bucks or so and get 14C, get micarta, and get a titanium milled clip, because now Miguron is also doing satin finish blades. So, you know, that's my thing on it. I mean, if you don't like Migurons for whatever reason, I don't know what that would be, but they have every blade shape you can pretty much think of. That's a utilitarian, drop points, sheep's foots. They have, you know, some clip points, all in the budget area. So Miguron is still the king, and then I think Kubi comes in right behind them with their 14C and, you know, some of the stuff they offer. This is a little bit more money than the Migurons, you know, 60 to 70 bucks. But even this is a great offering. But still not touching Miguron in that $40 to $60 range. But I think all in all, definitely a nice little user and something that's a little bit different. I'm glad Kizer is going this route, and maybe they will eventually start to add some various things to kind of up the value of what you're getting. Let me know what you think of this guy down in the comments. Do you have any of Kizer's ultra budget knives that they have recently come out with? I have to say, for 40 bucks though, this is going to make a nice little user blade for sure. And it's not a big deal if it gets messed up or lost or broke or stolen. This will be a nice little EDC knife for sure. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button before you head out. If you're new to the channel or you've been here before and you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below the video. I would love to have you here. Otherwise, guys, I will catch you on the next one.